Welcome back, guys. It's Cosmo, and this is Will We Make It? Well, for the first time in 8 weeks, almost 2 months, Bitcoin has finished in the green. This is exciting news. What's going on with Tesla and Elon Musk laying off workers and him talking about bankruptcy? We're going to get into it this week on today's show. So sit back, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get to it. But before we get into that, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. But please help me get this video out to others. It would really help out my channel. And with that, let's get back into the news. Alright, here you can see Bitcoin right here for the week. It's been up. It's up 3.23%. As you can see, it started off down at 28.96 all the way up to 21.65. It's actually a little bit down today, and we can even go out to the 7-day, and it's up 4.59%. Also, and Bitcoin is not alone. A lot of other crypto currencies have had a really good week, especially in the last couple days. You can see Ethereum's up 9.2%. Dogecoin, with Elon Musk's favorite coin, it's up 24%, and in the last 24 hours is rocketing up 11%. We can go down to the metaverse plays, Sandbox, which I'm going to go into. Remember my previous video, I did mention that Lionsgate had went ahead and started to buy in some land into Sandbox, maybe a mobile theater where they're going to be showing movies, possibly. They have some characters in there. Hellboy. I had the article listed in my last video. Make sure you check it out if you want some more information on that. But even Decentraland, Mana also is doing well. There's a couple new projects recently released, or I should say recently added to a major exchange, and that's Mines of Darnia, which just recently got added to Coinbase and Gemini, which is really big. That's up 13.25%. That's another a new metaverse play. So going into some of the metaverse news, I have some interesting articles, and it just goes to show that the metaverse is not going away, and more companies are investing into this project. Alright, here you can see Mars Incorporated files NFT, crypto, and metaverse trademarks application for M&Ms. And basically the article goes into, as the metaverse concept and non-fungible tokens continue to take shape, leading global brands are positioning themselves to benefit from the trend as they explore means to sustain connection with customers. And it just goes on to say that basically they're going to be making virtual candy and snacks. So, you've got your Coca-Cola, who's already invested in the metaverse, and now you've got your M&Ms. So now you can have your Coke and M&Ms in the metaverse. And also, Chime is partnering with the Sandbox to build Times Square in the metaverse. Iconic Times Square location will be reimagined in the Sandbox as the virtual hub for art and commerce curated by timepieces. So, and this article just says we're partnering with Timepieces, the NFT community initiative from Time. They're basically going to recreate the iconic New York City Times Square in Sandbox Metaverse. And they're going to be showing off some of their pieces, basically their photos from, their magazine Time. Some of their well-known and, award-winning photos that they have. I'm sure there'll be NFTs and they'll be displayed. So this just goes to show that more companies are getting involved in Sandbox. Most importantly, it seems that a lot of major companies are diving in, and there's a couple more as well. Right here we have Whales are piling into top gaming altcoins and letting go of 3 crypto assets. This article here goes on to say, of course, whales are buying the dip. So Sandbox, as you know, I've spoke about it before, has dropped almost 70% from its high, and it is basically major big whales are buying up the dip, to take advantage when this blows up. And a lot of people think it is going to blow up. Remember, back in 2020, Axie Infinity, when it came out, it was a mere couple dollars, and it went up to almost $200 a coin during the height of the pandemic. So I see something very similar to happening in Sandbox. Now, it may not happen, for a little while, because this is all new. The metaverse is all new. It's still growing. It's still, getting its foot in the door. And a lot of people are getting involved, and it is something that's gonna have to grow. Buying more companies that are buying in to help develop the world. Because right now it's just a bunch of plots of land, and people are buying them up. And for the most part, it's just people showing off their NFTs, and socializing. So, but it will expand into games and other avenues. Banks are getting involved. I have some other information on banks as well. Right here, we have 4 ways banks are experimenting in the metaverse, and it just goes over the 4 major banks that are getting involved in the metaverse. The first one being JP Morgan, a very huge financial institution. And it says right here, getting into Decentraland. And right here, 2.6 trillion asset New York Bank has set up shop in Decentraland, a virtual world in which users can buy digital plots of land. And I had mentioned this in a video before. What is the purpose of having a bank in the metaverse? Well, you need to buy land in the metaverse to build your own plot of, to build your own house, your virtual house. Why not get financing through a virtual bank? So it all makes sense. So JP Morgan is picking up Decentraland, and here we have HSBC has gone ahead and got in the Sandbox. So you've got basically 2 competing financial institutions jumping in 2 different big metaverse games. And we also have American Express files patent hinting at future metaverse plans. Early in March, American Express filed 7 trademark applications related to non-fungible tokens and the metaverse with the U.S. Patent Office. So here we have American Express, another major financial institution. And then we have a little bit smaller one. Zelf builds a bridge from banking to gaming. And this is a Delaware-based challenger bank. And it is getting into, let me see which one they've said. I don't think the article says which one, but they are definitely interested in joining in the metaverse. I know very few people who would spend $4,000 on a pair of sneakers, but people do so in the metaverse. So they're basically capitalizing on people buying NFTs for exorbitant amount of prices. It's insane. So those are 4 major institutions that are jumping into the metaverse. And of course, we can't talk about stocks and crypto without Elon Musk. And here we have some kind of depressing news, some sad news, some bearish news. Elon Musk Tesla is reportedly laying off new workers and withdrawing employment offers. And this is definitely not good. As you can see, we can take a look at Tesla's stock price. We'll go ahead and pull it up. For the week right now, it's still going up. But this was trading at 1,200. I mean, you can go. Let's see. Let's go back for a year ago, and here you got 1229. I do believe it's the all-time high. So it is definitely down significantly from its highs, down almost 36%. So, the entire market is getting hit, and Tesla is definitely a big one. with this news coming on from layoffs and withdrawing employment applications, I predict Tesla could probably could dip down lower come Monday. So we'll have to take a look at that going forward. And he also says he is worried about keeping Tesla out of bankruptcy. Now, Elon Musk and the word bankruptcy is not a good sign when it comes to the stock market. But the article goes on to say Tesla faces billions of dollars in losses from its new plants, supply chain problems, and COVID lockdowns, enough for CEO Elon Musk to mention the possibility of bankruptcy in a recent interview. The past 2 years have been an absolute nightmare of supply chain interruptions, one thing after another, Musk said in an interview with a Tesla owners group. We are not out of it yet. That's overwhelmingly our concern, is how do we keep the factories operating so we can pay people and not go bankrupt. And this basically just goes back to the supply chain issues, the cost of energy, with all these, inflation, with everything being much more expensive, it is harder to expand and churn a profit. So a lot of people had mentioned saying that Tesla was wayly overpriced. So we could see a significant pullback with Tesla. Now, am I predicting Tesla to go bankrupt? Absolutely not. I seriously doubt that would happen in my lifetime, but you never know. But we could see a significant downturn as far as the stock price goes to more manageable levels. I know Tesla has been talking about a stock split, so that would drive it down even further. So we'll have to see what goes on, moving forward. And of course, we got to go over the portfolios real quickly. You can see my stash. I have my stash pulled up. We're at 802. Not too bad. We're continuing to go positive, even though the market was doing very well this past week, and you can see it showing with my portfolios. And here we have my next auto stash date, $80 for June 30th, which is later on this week. And I will go ahead and continue to invest my $20 in my SPY, like I've said. Save that $20, put it into the SPY. It is the most stable, safe way to earn money for the future. I'll continue to put in Coinbase, Google, Amazon. I have a Americans Dividend High Yield ETF, Pepsi Cola, Coca-Cola, Nvidia. I still love Nvidia. I think it's going to do very well. It's having some significant pullback due to supply chain issues, but I've read many articles. Nvidia is just not doing graphics cards. Let me reiterate that to you. They are doing so much more. They have data centers that they are getting ready to do. They have signed contracts to do architecture for their driverless cars for Lucid. So they've got a lot of potential going forward, and I'm going to continue to dollar cost average in them. Same with Tesla. I still think Tesla is a strong company. I do see them, they're the number one EV company in the world, you could say. So I'm going to continue to invest my money in them as well. Of course, Apple. I love Apple. Facebook, Meta, because of the metaverse. I'm going to continue to invest in there. ChargePoint, they do the charging stations for the federal contract to create all these charging stations throughout the country to help support buying electric cars. And of course, my ETF in real estate. This is a Charles Schwab ETF. And then these are nothing. These are basically stocks that we get for stock stash parties every Wednesday. Stash will give you free stocks, but they're just small portions. You can see 9 cents, 7 cents, 10 cents. But these actually add up over time, and I just sell them off and reinvest them into the stocks that I like. So again, Stash is a great way to help start investing and help build your financial wealth. I mean, if you are young, you have it so easy. When I was young, You couldn't take $5. You couldn't take $10 and put it into a stock. You had to go to a stockbroker. You had to go to a hedge. You had to go to a bank. You had to pay somebody to help invest your money for you. Here, you can do it for free. It is so easy to become wealthy as long as you stay consistent, keep dollar cost averaging in, and in 10 years, 15 years, you're going to be significantly well off. And that's basically what I'm just trying to show here. It's so easy to start off and continue to grow your wealth. Even when the stock market is down, it's going to recover. And by dollar cost averaging in, you're going to continue to buy in at the dips, and you will continue to average your price better. And always, I like to end my video by going over my portfolio. Here we have pulled up the last entry was June 16th. I have the numbers. I'll go ahead and put in the numbers and let's see what we got. Alright, here we go. I've got the numbers for June 26th. And as you can see here, my stash gone up quite a bit, a little bit. 802, not too bad, not too shabby. Robinhood, I dropped down a little bit. That's because I went ahead and tried to get into a little penny stock that I thought was going to explode, and it did just the opposite. So it's okay, live and learn. Took a little loss there, but that's all right as long as you accept those losses and move on. You learn from them. You continue on. My Gemini have gone up pretty good. I went back into my metaverse plays. Do I think we hit the bottom as far as the metaverse? I don't think so, but I do like the price point that they're at right now. So I went ahead and reinvested those money back into Sandbox and Decentraland. Mana, I went ahead and put my money back into them to get a lower price point, get a few more tokens than I had previously for the same amount of money. So, and now I'm just gonna, if it continues to go down, I'm going to continue to dollar cost average in even more, but I like where I'm at right now, and I'm just going to continue to do that. So we're at 278 there, and my Webull is pretty much just kind of doing nothing. I really haven't done much with it. I've just let it sit. But it actually showed a little bit of gains there. And my Coinbase, that's my Ethereum. As I said, I'm continuing to dollar cost average in on my Ethereum. So you can see that we are up about $80 there. So here we are, our current total 2420. And the previous total was 2196. So we have an addition of 224. So we are doing pretty good. Not too bad for our last entry. And we are up to 30% of our goal. So not too shabby. And we will continue to move forward to that $8,000 goal. So that's what I got for this week, guys. Have we reached the bottom? Again, I don't believe so. There's a lot of analysts out there that think that we still need to go down another 20 to 30% drop before we actually hit the bottom. Now remember, until we get that capitulation where pretty much everybody just gives up and says, that's it. That's when you know you've hit the bottom. It's not going to get much lower than that. So, have we reached that point? Unfortunately not. But, can we still recover? That is what the Fed and the financial institutions, that's what they are debating, what they're struggling with. They are trying to avoid this recession or stagflation, however you want to call it. They are basically trying to revamp the economy, slow it down a little bit, but not too much to where the market crashes. So again, continue to dollar cost average in, continue to save that $20 every week, and continue to follow me along on my channel. And pretty soon, we're all going to make it. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching.